what the heck is up? It's Grodius Maximus of the rock group band GWAR. You're listening to the Kevin Powell Podcast. The Kevin Powell Podcast. Damn it.
Hey guys, we got a little special edition of the podcast here. My name's Kevin Powell. I love talking to bands, all shapes and sizes of the rock, metal, and alternative worlds. I'm live in the studio today because right next door, I'm shooting photos for Machines vs. Monsters tour. And joining me right now, I have Grodius. How are you doing today?
Oh, hey, what's up? It's Grodius Maximus of GWAR. What's happening? I like your Power Trip shirt.
Are you still a fan of Power Trip right now?
I don't know anything about Power Trip. I was just complimenting your t-shirt, honestly. I don't know what that is.
Okay. Basically, Riley passed away. They got a new vocalist. They're still going on. I'm still a big fan of them, and they just killed it at Sonic Temple, but appreciate it.
Yeah, I was just trying to be polite, honestly, so...
So, Grodius, you're one of the newest members of GWAR here. Tell me about how, getting involved with GWAR came to be.
Yeah, well, I was out there surfing around in California. I was all in Malibu just eating a bunch of fish tacos and junk and, murdering Girl Scouts and stuff and shoving them into my butt. But, of course, always you need to fillet them first and debone and just kind of mash all the soft parts together. And then oftentimes I put them in a blender, put them in the freezer for about 3.5 days. I have a freezer in my basement that fits big people. So I like it going in nice and cold and smooth and icy. And then I let that evaporate inside my bowels, and then I absorb their powers. So that's right now I have the power of about 13 to 15 Girl Scouts in me, and that's just from this morning.
Just this morning. So is that also how the costume came to be?
Costume. Are you talking about spirit,
Did you get to design this yourself, or?
Don't quite do you mean my pauldrons?
Yes.
Terry the Teratoma over here, we've been calling him Bartholomew. He just kind of grew out of me one day. I think he's from the dead spirits, like I was just saying, of some of the Girl Scouts, actually. So if you're not there looking at me, ladies and gentlemen, on the radio, I have this new kind of what's the guy's name from Basket Case, that little guy? Belial. He kind of grew out of my shoulder, and now he's barfing all over everybody. So if that sounds weird to you, you should come to the show tonight, wherever we are.
So we're in Wheeling, West Virginia for the Machines vs. Monsters tour. Tell me how this tour is going. We're day what now?
I can't keep track of anything. Please stop asking me these specific questions. I don't know what city I'm in. I don't know what's going on. I've been on tour every day. They're putting me to work. It's annoying, and I just want to go to bed forever.
Walking out on stage with GWAR, what's one of your favorite moments so far?
Sometimes I pee on the little kids in the crowd, and their parents start really kind of getting upset with that, and they have oftentimes begun to cry. That's how much it upsets them. The parents begin to cry. The kids like it. So if they're under 5, under 6 years old, again, it's Girl Scouts and little, I just want to defile as many humans and children and innocent beings as I can, except for rabbits and snakes and whales and any kind of sea porpoises and beetles.
Yes. Well, at least you have a little bit of a...
Yeah, I have some...
You're not some monster.
Yeah. No, there are lines I won't cross.
So you're the guitar player. What kind of guitar are you bringing out on stage?
It's tough to say because I don't pay attention to stuff like that. However, no, it just came to me. Radical Instruments Products. This dude from the band Toxic Holocaust, he's out there in Salt Lake City. He makes these awesome guitars, and mine have Bengal stripes on them, and they're all radical-shaped, 80s-looking machines. But I don't really pay attention to stuff like that.
That's okay. Maybe you can remind us, how did you start guitar? What was the first band that kind of went, this is it, I want to start playing guitar?
Well, like I've said famously before many times, Criss Cross is... Do you remember Criss Cross? How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
22.
I love you. 30.
Oh, okay. Wow. So you maybe don't remember Criss Cross, but this is early 90s. There was these two kids. They were I forget where they were from, but they maybe Detroit or something. And they would wear their clothes backwards, and they were these hip hop.
I was going to say, they had just had a one-hit wonder, right?
Jump.
Yeah.
Mac Dad'll make you. Yeah. So they didn't have any guitars in their band, really, I don't think. But Buckethead's one of my favorite guitar players ever. Okay,
so Buckethead. And what are you bringing to the stage for GWAR now that you're the guitar player?
Really not a whole lot. All the guys that came before me fucking... Oh, am I allowed to... What? Whoa.
You can say whatever you want. You're good.
Heck yeah. Yeah, all the Maximus members before me are insane rippers, and I'm just, striving to one day meet. That's not true. I bring my own thing. I'm more of a noisy guy. I really enjoy effects and the use of noise and atonalism in general, and trying to incorporate more of that into people's ear holes.
Okay, so we have the Machines versus Monsters tour. Now, obviously, we had Static X, Machines. Monsters would be probably everybody else. Who's winning?
It's tough to say. I did urinate into the lead singer of Static X's water bottle the other day. Okay. He didn't know about it. I think he actually, there's a lot of pee stuff going on this tour. I'll just, if you didn't notice, but he pretended like he didn't like it, but then later on I saw him finishing it, gulping it down. So I'd say, who knows who's winning.
Okay. So, with 2025, we're not even at the halfway mark. What can you say about what's coming up next for GWAR?
Oh, what am I legally allowed to say about what's coming up for GWAR? I don't know. We have 2 new songs coming out, and everything's centered around the return of our baby Gore Gore, our T-Rex dinosaur.
Okay.
So we had this one come out. It's kind of like the teenage years. That one's called Lot Lizard, when Gore Gore was, stationed over at the truck stop, making ends meet with his cloaca, we'll say. Mm-hmm. And then the next one, this one's more of kind of like an escape from the Planet of the Apes vibe, because there's Armando, the circus guy, and then he saves this baby monkey, and then, but we'll pretend like Gore Gore's the baby monkey in this instance, and his mom gets murdered, spoiler alert, and then all this crazy stuff happens. You just gotta buy the record to know. And then the last one, that one's kind of about Gore Gore rising to power and murdering people and peeing on children.
As we wrap things up here, do you have any advice for bands that want to make it to the next level? Even if they're just starting out. Oh, yeah. You got to be persistent. It's all about who you know. You gotta just, kiss ass, suck up to people, throw everything that you know, that you care about, that you love out the window, and just do what anyone tells you. Then you'll get on the radio just like me, kids. So don't follow your heart, follow your fart. A quote of the century. Grodius, any final words you want to say to fans?
Do you have a toilet that I can use? And I'm definitely going to clog it. I'm talking to you, the fans at home, I mean. So, I'm going to be in your city. Shoot me your number and send me some crypto, too. I'm really looking forward to getting some more Bitcoin, and send me some Soldano or whatever. Engine is maybe one. I don't know if that's still a thing, but I'm just really into crypto right now. Send it to me at grodius.crypto.reesespieces.com, and I will, what's the word? Clog your toilet.
Perfect. Grodius, I do appreciate a little bit of your time today. That's Grodius Maximus. He's in GWAR. They're on tour right now with Static X, A Killer's Confession, and Dope. Check them out in their city. Get ready for some new music coming soon. And hey, appreciate you tuning in to this episode of the podcast. We'll see you next time.